We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Westbrook. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Potter. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So Boston College's offense will take the field for the first time. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. He's got an open man. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Wazzou. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. And he'll be brought down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the move, it's Braswell. Knocked down for the tackle.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down.
Turning it on! He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bolden. Touchdown, Boston College! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Westbrook. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And they'll just down it right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the back. On the option. Completely lost track of where he was, and he takes the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Potter. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Reese. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lost one down the sideline. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Harris.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Looking for a man. It's Potter. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. They'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. At the 35, he's got room. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Puts it out of the air, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wazzou!
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch, but to finish it with a touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football.
There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Braswell. He's going for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Catch in the middle. It's Braswell. Touchdown, Eagles. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the toss. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Throwing on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Potter. Oh, they're after him. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now on first down from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. There he goes.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air, it's Potter. Gets rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away on 4th down. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Leaves it with the back. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Oh, he's got a chance. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Back to pass, it's Potter. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get off.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Washington State looking to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to go up top on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's second and long. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Potter. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Hands it off. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. It'll be 3rd and long. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Now on the option. Now the toss. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bolden. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Motion from the back. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Got his man out of the backfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of him.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Hopkins. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but You get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Cougars pumping the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense. He'll set up to throw. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boston College needing a 4th down conversion.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. It's a big stride inside the 10. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Boston College. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So first down will open up the final period. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. The give to the right. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to throw, it's Potter. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Reese. And he's knocked down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Hold on. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Heaves it deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. But now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Handoff to the lone back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball.
Breaks into the open. after another big... And they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Boston College! And the route is on.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
On the run, fires downfield. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Washington State lines up quickly. Back to throw, it's Potter. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18! Come on, set!
The give to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground, he's got it again. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Golden Eagles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're going to ride this running back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles!
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down.
Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Dropping back, it's Potter. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll try to pop the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the